There's a mystique to cruising the polished atriums, the smiling crew, the feeling that the ship somehow runs itself while you relax. But talk to X-Crew and you'll hear a very different story. A living, breathing machine, with systems, incentives, and quiet rules that shape everything you experience. Today we're pulling back that curtain. You're getting 9 insider truths that most passengers never hear. Not to ruin the magic, but to help you play the game smarter, save money, and glide through your sailing like you've worked aboard yourself. Pay attention to the small details. Number 1. The service charge doesn't work the way you think. Most guests assume daily gratuities land directly in the pocket of the people they personally interact with. The reality across many lines is more complex. The daily crew appreciation or service charge is often pooled and distributed across a wide network of onboard roles, many of whom you never meet. That includes laundry, galley support, and behind-the-scenes teams essential to your comfort. This isn't a bad thing. It keeps the ship functioning, but it changes how you tip smart. If you want standout service to be felt by the specific humans who wowed you, do the hybrid. Leave the automatic charge in place to support the wider team, and bring small bills to hand directly to your room attendant, dining team, or anyone who went above and beyond. X-Crew will tell you that a quick thank you with a small cash tip mid-cruise often leads to next-level service for the rest of the week. One more nuance. Adjustments to the service charge are possible at the desk on board, but crew generally prefer you keep it intact and add personal thanks on top. That approach supports everyone, and still rewards excellence where it happens. Number 2. Upsells are a system, not a coincidence. Wonder why you're asked about drink packages, spa deals, specialty dining and excursions at every turn? Because onboard revenue is a finely tuned machine. X-Crew describe visible dashboards, daily targets, and gentle pressure to invite you into add-ons. For some departments there may be recognition, small incentives, or performance notes tied to sales. Not always cash, sometimes schedule flexibility, team kudos, or priority assignments. No one's trying to hustle you individually. They're executing a playbook. How do you win? Decide your yeses before you board. If you plan to buy internet, a thermal suite pass, or one specialty dinner, pre-purchase at a discount when possible and ignore the rest. If an offer tempts you, ask 2 questions. Is there a Tuesday/port day price, and is this the best rate we'll see? Prices can be softer on port days and late in the cruise. The calm, "I'm set, thanks" smile is your shield. When you choose on purpose, you never feel sold. Number 3. Cabin inventory isn't a lottery. It's a chessboard. X-Crew will tell you cabins are allocated like an airline's seat map with extra curveballs, guarantees, late drops, and revenue-managed upgrades. Complimentary move-ups still happen, but they're rare and usually tied to operational needs. What can you actually control? 3 things. First, deck plan awareness. Pick staterooms sandwiched between other cabins, quiet above and below, and away from elevators, crew doors, theaters, and the gym. Second, category nuance. Some obstructed view or oddly shaped rooms have surprising advantages: extra square footage, deeper ledges, or more privacy for less money. Third, civilized persistence. If you're flexible, ask about paid upgrades after boarding day 1 or 2. Sometimes revenue teams release small blocks when the manifest settles. Don't burn your first hour in a line. Circle back during off-peak times. Crew appreciate guests who know what they want and don't demand the impossible. Those are the people who get the true maybes. Number 4. Cleanliness runs on color codes and clockwork. You've seen crew constantly wiping railings and elevator buttons. What you don't see is the strict protocol behind it. Color-coded cloths for different zones, timed rotations for high-touch areas, and instant escalation if illness is reported. When a bug circulates anywhere, teams snap into intensified routines that might include switching buffet service to crew-served, upping sanitizer stations, and deep cleaning hotspots overnight. What helps you most? 3 easy habits. Wash hands like it matters, because it does. Use the sinks before hand sanitizer at food venues, and grab tongue-handled items with intention. Don't hover and double dip. X-Crew also say embarkation day buffets get mobbed and can be rough on freshness. The main dining room lunch or a smaller venue is the pro move. You're not avoiding germs so much as avoiding chaos, and chaos is where standards slip. Number 5. Security knows more than you think. In a good way. Ships are some of the most surveilled environments you'll ever visit. Invisible, non-invasive, and relentless. There are cameras in public areas, keycard logs at doors, and time-stamped purchase records. No one is scrolling your personal life for fun. The system exists to keep a floating city safe. That's why Lost and Found works surprisingly well. I left my bag near the theater, plus a time window and a description often gets results. It's also why disputes about a bar charge or a boutique purchase can be resolved calmly. Activity logs show if your card was used while you were in the spa or at dinner. A few ex-crew reminders. Don't prop your cabin door. Don't leave balcony doors open at the same time as the hall door. Wind tunnel slams are real. And keep valuables in the safe even if you just stepped out. The ship is secure, but thousands of strangers are still thousands of strangers. Respect the environment and it will absolutely respect you back. Number 6. The medical center is excellent and not inexpensive. Every ship carries a professional medical team and a well-equipped clinic. Sex crew emphasize that care is real and serious, not a token sickbay. That said, treatment, tests, and medications are billed privately and can be pricey, especially for imaging or IV hydration. Your move: pack a tiny health kit, pain reliever, motion relief, rehydration salts, bandages, and know your insurance details. Some travel policies reimburse shipboard medical, some don't. If you're prone to motion sensitivity, start preventive measures before the ship leaves port. It's easier to stay comfortable than to catch up later. And drink water more than you think. Sun plus excitement, sea breeze, stealth dehydration. The number one I feel off culprit on day 2. Number 7. The water you drink is made on board. And it's good? A common myth says ship water is recycled. Ex-crews smile at that one. Modern vessels produce fresh water through reverse osmosis and/or evaporation, then treat and test it constantly. That's why the tap water tastes clean in your stateroom, and why refill stations exist around the ship. If you're a hydration hawk, bring a reusable bottle and fill at dining venues, not directly at dispensers with your personal bottle, which can be a hygiene issue. Use a cup to transfer if needed. Coffee lovers. Specialty cafes use filtered ship water too. The difference in taste is more about beans and machines than the water quality. If you're sensitive to taste, a small portable filter bottle can smooth out mineral notes, but most guests adjust quickly. Number 8. Casinos and loyalty perks are targeted, not random. Ever notice how a free play offer or a VIP cocktail hour invite shows up right after you've spent a certain amount? That's not luck. Onboard casino systems and loyalty programs track play and spend to deliver comps where they're most likely to be used. Ex-crew and casino and loyalty roles say it's all about patterns. Steady play over several days is more valued than a single big night, and low traffic hours are when hosts are most flexible. If you're going to play anyway, set a budget, split it across multiple evenings, and say hello to the host early. Casual players. Look for low-stakes tournaments or learn to play tables early in the week. They're friendlier and you'll get more hands for your money. And remember, your onboard account at the tables doesn't feel like cash, which is why the smartest gamblers set a hard cap and walk when the cap's met, win or lose. The free drinks aren't free if they cost you tomorrow's excursion. Number 9. Turnaround day is a sprint you never see. Here's the secret heartbeat of the operation. The day you board is the crew's most intense workday. They've just said goodbye to thousands of guests, deep-cleaned cabins and public spaces, restocked the ship, loaded luggage, completed safety drills, and started the welcome process for the next voyage, all in a matter of hours. That's why some hallways are blocked early, why cabins open in stages, and why your room attendant might be a blur until evening. Want to be the dream guest? Arrive in your assigned window. Keep your carry-on light and tidy. Complete the muster drill immediately, and save non-urgent requests for after sail away. Tip with a thank you and a smile when someone saves your day. Those tiny bits of grace land like gold on a team running a marathon at a sprinter's pace. Now let's stitch this insider knowledge into a smooth, high-retention game plan you can actually use the moment you step aboard. Open the day with intention. Fly in the day before if you can. Sleep near the port, and show up at the terminal in the time slot you chose. Not because rules are fun, but because the ship runs on flow. Keep a compact carry-on with medication, travel docs, valuables, chargers, sunglasses, and a change of clothes, so you're comfortable even if your checked bag takes the scenic route to your deck. If you brought permitted beverages, a later arrival window means less wandering with clinking bottles and more walking straight to a ready room. Handle safety the second you board. Watch the muster videos, check in at your station, and treat it like unlocking the rest of your day. Skip the mobbed embarkation buffet and hunt a calmer spot for lunch. Main dining room if open, a tucked-away grill, a quiet pizza window, or the cafe that everyone forgets exists on day 1. You'll eat better and keep your blood pressure low. Play offense against the upsell machine by making your yes-no list in advance. 1 Wi-Fi plan, 1 specialty dinner, 1 spa treatment, or none of the above. If you're curious about a deal, ask when pricing is softest, then decide once. A polite "I'm set, thank you" frees both you and the crew member to move on quickly. Remember, they're working a system, you're choosing your cruise. Make friends with your cabin attendant. If you catch them in the hall, introduce yourself, give your room number, and state 1 or 2 practical preferences. If you don't see them on day 1, leave a friendly note. They're sprinting. Your kindness will be remembered when you need help later in the week. Use security's superpowers for good. If something goes missing, report quickly with a timestamp and a clear description. If a charge looks wrong, ask for a review without drama. Logs usually solve it in minutes. Don't undermine the basics. Keep valuables in the safe. Don't prop doors, and avoid the balcony plus cabin door wind tunnel. The safest cruise is the one where safety was so woven into the day that you forgot it was happening. Treat your body like you want it to last 7 nights. Hydrate aggressively, especially if you're enjoying umbrella drinks in the sun. Start motion comfort measures early if you need them, and don't be shy about stopping by the medical center if something feels off. Early attention is cheaper in energy, money, and time than late care. When it's time to unwind with games or the casino, play smart. If comps matter to you, spread your play, say hello to the host, and stick to your number. Free drinks and a friendly table are a bonus. Tomorrow's energy and budget are the goal. And finally, watch Sail Away on purpose. Whether you love the pool deck party or prefer the hush of a forward viewpoint, be outside somewhere with a view. That moment when the lines drop and the ship glides into open water is the switch your brain came here for. Don't miss it folding t-shirts. Let's wrap with a few quick extras X-Crew wish every guest knew. If you love the spa, peek at port day pricing. Demand dips when the ship is docked, and that's when specials appear. Refill your bottle the right way. Don't touch personal bottles directly to dispensers. Use cups to transfer. It's about hygiene for everyone. If you need something fixed in your cabin, report it early and clearly. The reading light by the balcony side bed is flickering gets solved faster than the lights are weird. A small stash of thank you cards in your carry-on makes end-of-sailing gratitude memorable. Crew pin them on cabin walls long after cash is spent. Here's the big truth. There's no conspiracy, just a finely tuned city at sea with incentives, rhythms, and safeguards you can't see from the pool deck. X-Crew aren't trying to ruin the magic when they talk about it. They're handing you the owner's manual. Use it well and everything gets easier. You'll spend less time in lines, less money on impulse buys, and more time in the sweet spot. Great meals, the right shows, quiet mornings, and a room that runs exactly how you like it. If this insider list helped, tell me which secret surprised you most and which one you'll use first. Drop Compass Crew in the comments so I know you're part of the people who get it, and I'll keep building more no-fluff guides straight from the folks who've lived below deck. Until then, hydrate, be kind to the team that powers your vacation, and watch that horizon widen at Sail Away. You're not just a passenger anymore. You're playing the game like crew.